yeah, for the pro model video, like we did it up right where like Jiro basically hired me to like direct and shoot the video, but I was also like, okay, people can come into Pittsburgh and like stay in my parents' house for like 5 days while we just like Dama like 10 hours
Sesh Dom. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we had like pre-production meetings. So me and my brother and my dad also have a production company that's called Ponce Productions, and that's what the sort of film and commercial stuff is done out of. And so they have like an office in Pittsburgh where my dad's kind of like working on developing like TV shows and feature films, and that's kind of our like pseudo family business, which is kind of separate in some ways from a lot of my like solo video production work and directing work, but sometimes it's through Ponce. And long story short, we got to kick it in like the proper offices in Pittsburgh and like sit there with like me and Jord and Turner, Jeremy, and my dad was there because he was just working, but wanted to sit in on it and be like, okay, what is the goal? Like, what do we want to cover? What are we making here? Like, you know, just get everyone on the same page of like, okay, you know, we want a bunch of hype tricks, but we want really crisp visuals. We want it to be about the product. It was sort of like the first Kusa like commercial project of sorts.
TV promotional video, yeah.
Yeah, and it turned out super great, and like we definitely pushed ourselves, but very much like I feel like the visual aesthetic on that was like another level of cleanness, even up from Edit 7, because it helps so much to be like shooting someone else as opposed to self-filming.
Totally.
So it was just like, boom, okay, now we can get close-ups. Now we can like help each other out. People can rotate in if they're not lacing. These two are going to film over here. We're going to go over there. But yeah, that super proud of that video. And it was really fun. And just like the energy, the colors, the wardrobe, like everything was like turned out great for being like a compressed example of like what kendama culture is or was at the time.
And like putting it more, making it, I don't know, more serious as like, this is the new skateboard. Like this is gonna be the shit. Like everyone who knows about it, who loves it right now, understands that point and is just so appreciative of the money, the budget that was put into it, as well as, you know, the quality that came out of it. And that's another thing that you can show somebody who doesn't know about it and be like, look at this shit. And they'll be like, oh, damn, they'll take it a lot more seriously when you got a good amount of quality behind it, production behind it and stuff. So that was really good. And that's one of those projects too, where like everyone did so awesome, but like by the end of the like 6 days or 7 days or whatever we were shooting, like everyone was kind of ready to like not be like grinding and be like, okay, we've wrapped, we've shot everything we can. We've like, everyone's grinded their tricks. Like Jeremy's got to get back to Atlanta. Turner's going home. Like, you know, we were so like in it. It was basically like 5 or 6 straight days of like living together, filming and like stacking clips, running around the city. So like, yeah, we definitely put a lot into it, and then but it did turn out awesome. I remember so vividly the rooftops. Where was that?
The classic rooftop. Nerds homework. Yeah, we basically, all 3 of us for the intro, Moshe Kameh on top of this roof with like this crazy view. That's in Oakland. So it's like a little college town outside of Pittsburgh. But we had some friends who like lived in like a kind of party house there. And you would have to like climb out the 3rd story window to go onto this like sketchy 4th story roof. And they would just hang out there, drink beers up there, like just kick it. So I was like, we got to go to the roof because you could see the city like kind of uniquely from that angle. And I just thought it would like add sort of like a high energy, not like parkour, but like, okay, they're on the roof, I guess you can play there. Like it was kind of just like some cheeky like Dama humor. But yeah, it ended up being like kind of like an iconic shot from that.
Totally. Because it's like, of course, one of the main things in Kendama play and Kendama edits are, the tricks, you know, but it can be so much more like the place, the setting that you're in. So I think that's what
the vibe.
Yeah. I mean, that's what made the sunset from the opening of 7 stand out in people's minds. And for me,
Yeah.
like the rooftops, I think I remember like on one time Skaggs, like on his story on Insta, just like video of like him like just like driving by that shit. He's like, yo, for the people who know, like, and he just and I was like, Dad, those are the fucking rooftops.
Yeah. and our hilarious wardrobe just made it that much more like, what the hell's going on?
What was the wardrobe? It seemed pretty normal. Seemed like,
I mean,
like
it was
you
kind
guys.
of like
Skier
double
vibes.
XLTs, like neon colors, short shorts, tanks,
Tanks,
Yeah.
I still have my orange tank top from Edit 7. It has like 20 holes in it, and it's like total garbage, but I won't throw it away because I'm like, this is my tank from Edit 7.
And nor should you. That thing should be in a fucking case, signed, and in the Sweets Museum. Eventually, you gotta make Sweets give you a good price for it, though.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, eventually we could all have a couple tanks in there. It'd be like the jerseys on the wall in fucking like the Hard Rock Cafe
With like
or
a little
whatever.
frame from the Edit.